Hey there, it's Jeff Salzenstein, and I'm really excited to bring you this video today because I've got none other than one half of the greatest doubles team in the world, Mike Bryan over here with his serve, the righty. This was taken back in March, right before Indian Wells. I was on the court with them for about 30 minutes just watching them practice. They have their coach there. They let me take a few videos from the back view, and this is Mike Bryan. And then this is me practicing at a nearby country club on a clay court, if you will, not really practicing, actually giving a serve lesson. And I was helping a college player with his serve, and we were comparing, we were modeling. And so I want to do a side-by-side comparison between Mike Bryan and myself. We flipped, I'm a lefty, we flipped me to righty, and I want to take you through Mike's serve right here, and I want you to see his serve warming up. He actually got hit in the you-know-whats in this particular video right after. But I want you to notice the first move. This is something that I'm really big on teaching. So he's back on his back foot. I like that. Okay, now he starts his motion. He rocks forward, but look at when he releases the ball. A couple things. One is this arm is bent. Not ideal. Again, we're not going to say it's wrong because this is Mike Bryan and he's got a great serve. He's got great lag with the first move here with his hand relaxed and the racket down. But notice how his knee is bent. This is not normally how I would teach it. Again, we're not going to say this is wrong, but maybe it could be more efficient. Maybe Mike could serve even bigger. Maybe not because he's used to serving a certain way. But with this knee bent right here, I'd like it to be straight. And we're going to show that in a minute. So he bends into that leg. Now this arm goes straight, which is great. And he finds what we call a trophy position right there. Okay, that's a trophy position. Pretty turned, pretty good there. Good hip turn. Let's go back and look at the hip coil. So he gets a pretty good hip turn there. Could be a little bit more, but because he brings this foot up into a pinpoint, he's not able to turn the hips even more. But that's a pretty good position. I want you to notice something else here. When he goes to swing, notice right there, notice how his hand is not below his elbow. So that would suggest that he doesn't have great external rotation in the shoulder, in the rotator cuff. And he actually admitted that to me afterwards, his rotation. So he could add even more power to his serve if we improved his physicality, if we improved his ability to get more range of motion. I'm working with a couple of groups now that actually teach these screens and teach these assessments so that they can drop the racket properly, get more power. Now he has more of a, look at that pronation right there. That's amazing pronation. Look at the balance, look at the posture. It's great. He's up on his front foot. And then let's just see him. Oh, he just gets knocked right afterwards. That's pretty cool. Well, it's not cool for him, but pretty funny we got that shot. But again, I'd say the two things where he could work on would be, one is when he bends, he should keep his legs straighter right there, ideally. Okay. Again, possibly this tossing arm straighter, but because it straightens after, he's good. And then more external rotation where this hand is below the elbow. Let's go ahead and look at my serve here. The 44-year-old, only 4 years older than these guys, but been retired a lot longer. But notice how when I start my motion, okay, when I bend, my arm is straighter and my leg is straighter right here. Okay, and so I bend as I toss, whereas when Mike tosses, he's already bent. So he doesn't bend more as he tosses. I actually bend more. So I would like to see more of that in his serve. If he were to say, hey, I want to get more pop or I want to experiment, that's the first place I would start. And again, it may not even make a difference. But you can see the difference here now in this position. Look at the difference in the shoulder turn that we see here. And why is that? One is because of the stance. I'm in a platform stance, so now I can get my hips turned more. Okay, I can get my chest facing towards the back fence. I can get my hand to clear further away from my head and have more disguise. So, you know, look at that position right there with the chest facing back towards you. We don't really see that with Mike as extreme. And that's where, again, I think he could serve even bigger. You know, he could serve even bigger. And then if we look at the external, look at right there how my hand is below the elbow right there, and even right there. Okay, so there's still another 5 to 10 miles an hour in Mike Bryan's serve. And obviously it would be fun to be able to experiment, but I also know that, gosh, the guy's won so many tournaments, so many slams, it might not be worth it. I mean, look at this racket drop that I have compared to him. It might not be worth it to go make the changes, but I think it would be, because we could actually improve the physical side. We could do a screen on him and improve his external rotation, improve the flexibility in his thoracic spine, get his hips to work better, get his ankles to have more range of motion, and he could serve bigger and play probably till he's 50. So that's my breakdown of the serve today. I really enjoyed doing this video today, and you know, I am committed to helping players. So if you enjoyed this video and you're still here, I've got a free gift for you. I've actually got 3 myths that players are making on their kick serve, and I want you to get your hands on it. So in order to do so, you can click the link in the description below or somewhere in this video to learn the 3 myths of the kick serve. And actually it's related to the topspin serve. So if you want to learn how to hit topspin, you've got to check out these myths so that you can avoid them. And then I also give the solutions. It's absolutely free. You can just click the link below or somewhere in the description. I really enjoyed doing this video for you today. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, leave a comment below, tell us what you think about Mike Bryan's serve and my serve, and we'll see you at the next video.